What's up, guys? I wanted to come on here just to have a conversation with you about just kind of in terms of coaching and what we need to do as personal trainers. The gap a lot of new personal trainers face is the fact that we try to adhere, or we try to give clients adherences that we know that we would follow or we personally follow to get our own results, but we're skipping steps. Okay, so let me explain this. So I know in the last couple of days I've been talking about what I would do if I was a brand new personal trainer and how we would gain clients. And this is also part of that same system, which is really focusing on what to do when you're brand new. Because I find that when you're brand new is the biggest gap. You're the most excited, but your gap isn't a knowledge gap as much as it's a what to do and how do I coach gap. So you're learning coaching. Okay, so let me explain this to you how this works. When you're dealing with people, the number one thing you're going to be dealing with people is behaviors. So the behaviors that people go through are going to be everything from being late to not knowing what they're eating to just being people that just do whatever they want whenever they want. And the unfortunate thing is that you can't have clients doing that and then also getting results. But your clients don't understand that and are going out there and doing whatever they want and expecting when they pay for training to get results. So that's the gap. Okay? So us personal trainers have generally gone through some sort of transformation of our own, and that's what has motivated us to become personal trainers. All right, let's just face it. A lot of us have gotten results, and we've all gotten it through fitness, and we found fitness by working out really hard and giving ourselves over to it. And then what happens, so the gap for a lot of people would be now that they are looking at that personal training, they're trying to go beyond that, and they're trying to grow beyond that and learn. Hey, what's up, guys? How's it going? I'm doing well. So, as trainers, what ends up happening, we first have to learn the fact that when people start with us, they are brand new, they're learning the steps, they're learning what they need to do, they're pretty much learning. And we have to understand that we can't throw everything at them. So the reason why we can't throw everything at them is because they're brand new. They just make this lifestyle change. And the lifestyle change they made was getting a trainer, joining the gym. Now, I understand that you have a client who is going to be like, give me everything. All right, so I'm going to tell you a story. When I was a trainer, I moved from Ottawa to Liverpool. Liverpool is a gym in Toronto, in Pickering. And when I started in that gym, what ended up happening, I gained 12 clients. You guys know the story, in 2 months. And I became the assistant fitness manager there. So that's the assistant manager for personal trainers. And then I became the fitness manager within 3 months of being there. And what had happened was, about 5 months into it, someone calls in, they say they want a trainer, Saturday afternoon, they come in, I waited there all Saturday for this person, and they finally came in, and I sat down with them, talked to them, signed them up for training. And they were like, I want everything. So I gave them the gut reboot, the insulin protocol. I threw everything at the kitchen sink at them because they wanted quick results. Well, the number one issue that happened, they couldn't work out anymore because even though they wanted quick results, they weren't actually ready to make those changes. And then they quit because the fact that the quick results were too difficult and too hard. And from that point forward, after they quit, they're like, okay, I'm done. So what I learned was this. Even if the client is going to ask you for everything and they're saying they want to speedily learn, understand they don't know what that means. So you need to meet a client where they're at. And where they're at is brand new. So ABCs, step 1, in terms of behavior changes. Okay, so the first behavior that you want your client to change is attendance. Can they just show up to the gym on a regular basis? Okay, so they have these goals that they want to be able to attain, and they have these deadlines that are soon. And while it's important for you to really look at it as deadlines and goals, understand it's really about what they're going to do when they're not with you that's going to really get the results. So what I look at this point is I really look at what's one thing that you can commit to that can help you get the results that you're looking for. And then I get my client to commit to that. And then I check up on them on a 2-week basis. I'm more likely to see results by having them focus on one thing than lots of things. So the gap that we as trainers face is because we have so much knowledge in fitness, we're quick to give everything and the kitchen sink for our client because we get results. Thinking that the client that you're working with is similar to you. Even if the client is similar to you in every single way, you still want to make sure you're meeting them where they're at and not where you think they're at, or not where you need to be at. You have to train people the way they need to be trained in order to get the results they want. So the big picture of this is, as a trainer, if you learn this, you'll end up getting more results with your clients and more longer lasting clients because you're going through the journey with them. As personal trainers, our number one goal is not just to instruct clients on workouts and routines, it's to impact their lives through pretty much encouraging them to make better decisions. And as a trainer, if you can do that, you have a client for life. I'll tell you another story, another gap that I had. So working with lots of trainers over the years, a common issue that comes up is, Manny, I gave this nutrition plan to my clients and they didn't adhere to it. Your client's not going to adhere to nutrition plans, and they're just not. Like they some of them will, but a lot of them won't. And a lot of general population clients won't because they don't have a burning desire that's deeply rooted in getting that nutrition plan and getting the results. So a lot of times when people come in, they get consultations, they get convinced to buy training, and they start buying training, but they don't really understand fully what it takes. So now you're like, here's a meal plan. And they're like, I can't really adhere to that meal plan. Now, what are you going to do? Now, the question I would ask is this. Did you ask them about what type of nutrition guidance that they want? Did you ask them about what types of diets have they tried before? Or did you just throw a diet that worked for you? A lot of times it's the latter for trainers. We tend to give what worked for us, and what ends up happening all the time, I'd say 90% of the time when we're working with our clients, is they fail. They fail, and we will be quick to blame them. They're not serious enough. They don't want this, and they don't want to work hard, and all these cliche things that people will say to kind of make themselves feel better, because realistically it has nothing to do with the client, it has to do with you as the coach. Did you coach your client, right? The gap in coaching is us. We are the gap, and so we have to get better at communicating and coaching. Even me, I'm not perfect, and I'm not here to tell you that I'm perfect. I'm here to tell you about the mistakes I've made. That way you don't need to make the same mistakes, and you can learn from them and adapt quicker. And then from there, you become a better coach. And from there, you have better clients, better client success. And then from there, you have better results. And then from there, we change the world together. Because that's realistically what it is. My job, my goal, my mission is to help personal trainers get better in their job as personal trainers, in their career path as personal trainers. And if I can do that one trainer at a time, then I'm doing my job well. No one said this job would be easy, and no one said it would be the best thing. No matter what you think that you're doing, there's always going to be difficulty in this, because you are doing something that's fundamentally going to change people's lives. And once you realize that you are changing people's lives for the better, then at that point, you will become the difference maker that everybody needs. That's my rant. That's all I got. I just really want to get on here and tell you guys, the main thing is, your clients are your clients. Treat them the way that not the way that you need to be treated, but the way that they need to be treated. Understand that they're starting off, it's baby steps. They gotta walk, they gotta crawl, walk, run. Just remember, crawl, walk, run. So if you want to get them to run, before they can run, they gotta crawl. So any problem that you have, first thing you want to do is break it down to the smallest step, and then first get them to commit to that one thing. If you can get them to focus on the one thing, you're good. It's a great book if you want to read it, called The One Thing, obviously, and it pretty much talks about the main thing is the main thing, and then focus on that. All right, guys, thank you for listening. Make sure you share this with a friend if you got anything out of this. I definitely enjoy just jumping on here on a regular basis and giving out some knowledge. All right, I got your back for life. Peace.